When did I write a bucket list?
I was just curious. My grandfather wrote a bucket list. The sculptor and Aunt Coralia also had things they wanted to do before they passed away. I was wondering if you might have similar thoughts, but I don't think the sea god can really die.
If I had a bucket list, it'd be to bring the Lemurians back to Waveletter City.
That doesn't count because it's the sea god's wish, and it's boring. I want to know your wish.
If the old butler finds out I've told you inappropriate things again, will you accept being scolded in my place?
I've grown up. I can hear things children aren't supposed to know.
Really? You're only a little taller than my waist.
It still counts. You be the judge. Have I grown up or not? Stop! I'm a kid. I'm just a kid.
Thanks for the save. It was pretty effective. Excuse me? That's a thing? You know, I feel like you're the one who did that. Just saying. Here you go. I'm at your service.
When is that part of the sea gonna be reopened?
I already waxed my surfboard 3 times. I might as well put it in storage at this point.
All those tourists who wanted surfing lessons canceled their appointments. I need to cut back on expenses this month.
They don't care about Lemurians, let alone ordinary people. This works out for me, though. It saves me the trouble of hunting them down one by one. Why are you looking at me like that? You already figured out my plans. Do I always scare you? I see I've been ungentlemanly. I'll definitely take the time to reflect. Waveletter City's emergence has caused quite a stir within Ever. It's gonna attract a lot of people who want a piece of it. Those who entered Waveletter Acropolis back then made enormous profits and got a taste of the rewards. They definitely won't miss this opportunity. I'm just acting as a catalyst and helping this predictable cycle of cause and effect reach its conclusion faster. Why the long face? You're thinking further ahead than me, cutie. Some of my people that ever took are still missing. How can I leave? Who knows how long Earth will last? Let's extend it a bit more. Like, until the universe dies. Until this endless journey reaches a conclusion, I won't leave this place.
There are people at the port! They're wearing the same clothes as the Gaio biotech researchers who sealed off the...
Ever has sent a new team of support personnel. They're already in Verona.
Understood. This deadly temptation really is irresistible. Someone couldn't wait any longer. They're moving. Central Square. If you put yourself in their shoes, it's easy to guess where they're going. Criminals like to repeatedly visit the crime scenes, and people who have succeeded once want to replicate their success. Central Square was modeled after the plaza in Waveletter Acropolis. They'll definitely reminisce about their glory days. Fish infected by parasites usually don't look any different from the rest of the school. But when predators appear, parasitized fish are oblivious to the danger and will take risks. Meanwhile, the uninfected fish flee. In that moment, they believe they can defeat their predators. Let's see who's lucky enough to have the privilege of entering Waveletter City.
we should also.
We're lucky to get what we want without any effort.
I knew you couldn't stay out of it. Now you're an observer watching the observers. I'm not surprised. They know I'm special, and they have speculations about my connection to Lemurians. But that's not enough to confirm anything. I let out some information about us knowing how to enter Whalefall City. I also included a tidbit about its treasures and its power surpassing Whalefall Acropolis. Only those who were involved in destroying Whalefall Acropolis would understand what I'm referring to. When it was destroyed, I escaped by sheer chance, but I never saw the invader's face. For years, I hunted for clues. It was the only choice I had, and in time, I fished them out one by one. They were particularly well hidden. If Whalefall City's allure wasn't so powerful, we wouldn't have been able to force them to surface. All we need to do now is wait a little longer.
Miss, Rafayel, did you hear the echo? You haven't. Then Aunt Coralia didn't go back to Whalefall City.
How long has it been since the predicted time?
1 hour.
It's too long. Now? Okay, let's do that. There are sea fireflies in the water. When disturbed, they emit light. By the way, you're scaring them, cutie. They might die from shock. Just kidding. They're not that fragile. This is a normal bioluminescent phenomenon in certain oceans. There are many transparent creatures in the ocean that don't emit light. They live in the deep sea and play a part in the ocean's ecosystem. Sunlight can't reach them. When I was young, I used flames to play with them. Their transparent bodies would take on the colors that were created when firelight and seawater merged. They're more ethereal. But why did you think of that painting? For Waveletter City, time has never been an issue. I was thinking about how sea fireflies would carry our wishes when they can't speak. Okay. I'll give it a try. Sea fireflies, if they reach Waveletter City, please have them send a message back. This is like an urgent express delivery. Thanks. The tide is rising. It's not safe to stay at the shore. Let's head back. Not every spell works in fairy tales. Miracles always wait until the end of the story. We knew this would happen. When I was a kid, I once heard a bedtime story about the first Lemurian sea god. According to the legend, the sea god disappeared into a golden sea for the sake of Waveletter City. The sea god's lover searched the world, but when she finally found him, he had already entered an eternal slumber. Her tears of blood fell onto the ring that symbolized their covenant, their bond. Then golden waves surged across the sea. A conch-shaped vessel rose from the ocean's depths and drifted toward them. That night, moonlight guided their way. The vessel carried the sleeping sea god and his lover back to Waveletter City. The funeral of the first sea god is the origin of the sea moon ceremony. Yeah, so maybe these legends really did happen. While searching for the mastermind behind the invasion and looting of Waveletter Acropolis, I saw that ring. We lived in the Acropolis of the royal capital, hiding countless treasures unknown even to the Lemurians. That modest-looking ring, however, went unnoticed and soon vanished in the flow of gold and trade. The person who took it knows it's one of Lemuria's most precious treasures now. He'll only exchange it for something more valuable. Of course, this never should have been a deal in the first place. So, I have an idea. Are you willing to... Okay. Mr. Sutherland.
Our talented artist has kept me waiting. I brought you what you wanted, Rafayel. So when will you uphold your end of the deal?
Of course. I have her with me right now. However, what you've brought is only enough for me to deliver her. Whether or not you can subdue her depends on your skills.
Don't worry. I'm eager to end this quickly. But Wave Chaser Island hasn't been peaceful lately, right?
It's just a storm that won't create real waves. If you're scared, you don't have to visit the island.
Very well. My greatest virtue is that I never pretend to be brave. I'll humbly await your presence at Verona's breakwater at 4 p.m.
Please. I'm here performing a scene with conspiracy and betrayal, only to see you basking in the sun. With a cold drink, I might add. How am I supposed to stay in character? That guy dares to steal business from Ever for his own benefit. You can imagine how alert he must be. The Ether Core. No. It's more like taking advantage of what was available. What can I do when the most precious treasure I have is... So you're well aware. I'll give you credit for guessing correctly. two big shots like us putting on a special performance for him, it's only fair that he pays up. Since he's afraid of being watched by Gaia Biotech and doesn't dare to visit the island, I can probably guess the location he chose for the deal. On Verona's southern breakwater, there's a center with a small brain-computer interface. After they started researching protocores, Ever abandoned the project. It's hard to say if that's a good or bad thing. There's not a soul in sight for 3 kilometers, which is perfect for double-crossing people. Struggle anymore and I'll drop you. There are man-eating fish waiting for you. Not even your bones will remain once their stomachs are full. Wait a bit. Then use your resonance evil to check and see if he has anything with abnormal energy. That'll be our target. Relax a bit and follow my lead. You won't get hurt.
Both of you need to wait here.
They even lined up to welcome us. They're so polite.
Don't move. These things only obey their leader's commands. If you provoke them, I won't be able to save you.
Then why do we have to wait here? And how long do we have to wait?
The equipment's still being prepared. It'll take at least another hour.
This wasn't part of the deal.
The boss said the higher-ups require a protocol verification.
If anything unexpected happens, run. Can you really do that, though? Just run. I'll catch you and bring you back. If we show the exchange is unstable, we can demand to speed up the process.
Squad number 2, take her!
Your men are too clumsy. Since they're bound to damage valuable cargo, let's not risk it. I'll handle this.
Don't come any closer.
Shush. Bear with it, okay? I'm here. No greeting?
You kept your word. I'm certain our cooperation will be pleasant this time as well.
Rushing. Forcibly seizing power that's beyond your capability won't make you stronger. You'll only burn yourself in the end. Are you sure you can handle this power?
Rest assured, I have no intention of claiming the protocore.
Good. So what about the thing I want?
I have it. However, I need to verify the ether core.
Of course, but unfortunately the ether core's power is difficult to control. You need trust and permission. If that doesn't work, you need to use some outside assistance. You see, the threat of fear and death is the best method for awakening potential. It's simple.
That's the signal. A ring.
You two are.
Catch. Why are you in a rush? Since we have a deal, we can't let our performance be for nothing. The thing you brought. I'll take it. Let's go. Behind you. The rest is yours. There was no applause, but the audience was thrilled. You're holding out your hand. What are you trying to imply? I'll pay once we've returned to Wave Chaser Island. You're the leading actress. It's your call. Of course. These waves couldn't even dislodge a starfish from the bottom of a reef. If you're really worried, don't look down. For creatures who didn't grow up here, the sea is terrifying during a storm. The murky waters become impossibly deep, and the churning waves seem to herald the arrival of a massive creature that's about to emerge from the bottom of the ocean. If the rocking is making you dizzy, you can take a nap at the back of the cabin. Even though I'm the sea god, I can't calm stormy waves right now. I can soothe you, though. Found it. An offshore lighthouse that's built on a small reef. It's only big enough for the structure to stand on. It'll be enough to serve as our temporary shelter, though. Take a closer look at the food you got, cutie. I could smell it 800 meters away. Do you want to guess what kind of person would dare to guard this isolated lighthouse alone? It's basically in the heart of the ocean. Not every Lemurian is as outgoing and friendly as me, you know. She probably never expected anyone to brave the elements to visit her, even when she hid herself away from everything. Don't give me that look. It's just been cured with seawater. It'll become delicious after you let it soak for a bit. Be patient. She's lighting the lamp. In Lemuria, we have structures similar to lighthouses. They're called whale ash gardens. When the oceans were still uncharted, traveling Lemurians would build simple waypoints in places where whales died. The whale ash serves as an underwater lighthouse. It offers shelter to those who have temporarily lost their way and allows them to regain their bearings. Traveling with whale ash lamps was once a popular tradition in Lemuria, but hardly anyone remembers it now. It's hard to say. According to your vision, I'll surpass my limits and ascend to the next level. Doesn't that mean I'm devoting myself to art and only art? I guess a talented artist doesn't deserve to have mundane days. Unbelievable. Setting aside these meaningless scenarios, you only have one question to ask, and I only have one answer to give. I've walked a very, very long road, but throughout my journey, the same light has guided me. And it's not just my guide, it's the true destination of my fate. Maybe not. What you see now could just be a drop in the vast ocean. And as time passes, you might discover that you're the one who journeys the farthest. You think the sea god is a real estate tycoon? The sea god isn't like human parents who secretly prepare gifts after hearing their child's birthday wishes. The sea, the ocean nurtures all life. If you make a wish to the sea, the fish, shrimp, crabs, and clams in the ocean will eavesdrop. The rain has stopped. Let's go. Tonight will be perfect for the sea moon ceremony. It's a blessing for the sea god and his followers. I haven't heard such an ancient melody in a very long time. Even in Lemuria's historical records, there's almost nothing about the sea god's funeral. Lemurians don't fear death, but we have desires in our hearts. Even when we're far away from home, we'll never stop searching for a way back. Long ago, Lemuria had written prophecies about its fate. Yeah, maybe the search for prophecies is part of the prophecy. According to the legend, we should be basking in the lingering echoes of the blessing and waiting for the conch vessel to appear. Can you feel it? Tonight is perfect for going out to sea. So, would you like to accompany me to the Lemurian royal capital, miss? Are you willing to be my follower? The sea god's heart, mine heart, dost thou want it? This is my promise to you. For 'tis Lemuria's vow, a bond everlasting. It's a simple melody, yet you still haven't learned it properly. Listen carefully. This is the last time I'll teach you. Are you awake? You were probably affected by the ancient oceanic power lingering on this boat. It has weathered many years, so there might still be traces of its previous owners on it. you humming? I guess you had an unusual dream. What else was in it? I knew it. Oh, you just want to hear me sing. That's one roundabout way to make a request. Even if I'm the most talented performer in the world, I need something to play music with. It's the first time I'm hearing this song, but... No, this is Whale Fall City. It's responding to our call. Whale Fall City is below us. Hold on to me. I'm here. Think of this giant whale's skeleton as Whale Fall City's welcome ceremony. Yep. Who says you can't fly underwater? Don't be afraid. Waveletter City. They write as if they've seen it with their own eyes. Do you think it matches the descriptions in the book? Everyone has their own interpretation of Waveletter City. Archaeologists consider it a hidden treasure buried in the deep sea, while Lemurians view it as the true resting place for souls. For the sea god, it's a mission infused in his blood. But right now, I'm thinking, if you hadn't accompanied me and I was sitting by myself with these skeletal remains, the fortunate one is me, not you. We're here. You could say the ones who carved these were his ancestors. Genetic inheritance might be a more accurate term, but this place is the most refined embodiment of Lemurian art. It's the sea god's temple. This place is our only option if we want to truly open the path to Waveletter City. Why do you appear more anxious than me? Sit tight. We're almost there. What's wrong? Do you think being here will upset me? It appeared at the wrong place in the wrong time. The more attached we become, the harder it will be to let go when we must part. Once Waveletter City fully reveals itself, our people will have no reason not to return. However, it'd make all of them targets. Today's Lemurians can't rely on Waveletter City to protect them from everything. Using it to defend against Ever is a pipe dream. When Waveletter Acropolis was destroyed, we still had Waveletter City as our sanctuary. If it also... The peaceful life Lemurians have struggled to rebuild can't be allowed to crumble again. I know. Come over here.
Under his quintessence's orders, outsiders are forbidden from setting foot in Waveletter City. It's his quintessence's power. His quintessence.
We know each other?
Amund, Lemurian Elder, Guardian of Waveletter City. I've been waiting for the return of the Sea God. Outsiders are forbidden from setting foot in Waveletter City.
At least he doesn't seem to be our enemy. This is just a guess, but he's been here for too long. He won't have a clear mind anytime soon. Amund, you said the Sea God told you to stay here? His quintessence's orders?
Tens of millions of years ago, the sky and sea were inverted, and Waveletter was revived. Lemuria was about to reach its true fate. But his quintessence refused to accept. The Sea God couldn't bear to lose the most precious. Most precious. The flame. The Sea God incinerated his divine power in exchange.
The fire.
His quintessence hid Whalefall City within Deepspace's rifts. Time ceased to flow, life never decayed, and everything became eternal. But the world's flames and all that exists will eventually be extinguished. Only when the sea god sacrifices everything once more to ignite the alcove's flame. Then his quintessence and Whalefall City will return. They shall return to where it all began. Whalefall City will respond to its true ruler.
Before that happens, this place might need a few sacrifices. The fish have swum into our net. Don't let their blood defile this place.
The sonar has detected underwater structures. Could it be Whalefall City?
We've been following that vessel this whole time. We can't be wrong.
That must be Whalefall City. I heard it's filled with countless treasures. It definitely hasn't disappointed us.
The submarine's cargo capacity is limited. It'll take some time to transport everything back.
What's going on? Who changed our course?
It's not that. Our coordinates have changed.
We've lost control. The submarine is... Huh?
They'll offer their mortal remains to the Lemurian court. After today, those whose hands are stained with Lemurian blood will vanish from this world forever. to an end.
Where are we? Forget about that. Just take them out. Ugh.
You've stayed by my side long enough. I'll take care of the rest.
The weapon isn't working! That's impossible! Increase the firepower!
It already hit its limit. Where's the suppressive fire from our flanks?
Whalefall Acropolis was a wonderful place. It was nowhere near as magnificent and spacious as the royal capital, but it was worthy of being called our home. I once promised them that I'd find Whalefall City. I said I'd bring them back here. We'd live together. In these waters, we'd laugh and sing. I didn't make a vow to merely bring back their souls. The lives that were lost here shall be repaid with blood. It's been over a decade. I will end this once and for all.
You always said you'd bring us to Whalefall City. I thought you were bragging. You did it. You actually brought us back home.
Rafayel, you don't need me to cover for you when you sneak off to the shore anymore, right? Wait, you must be living on the surface already.
The Maestro tattled to Her Majesty on the day you went to the surface, saying you skipped class again. I wish I could attend the Maestro's classes again.
Has Aiden grown taller? Now that I'm gone, I wonder where he goes when he skips class. Please deliver a message for me next time you see him. Whalefall City isn't that exciting. It's nowhere near as good as life on land. Tell him to take his time coming back.
It's you.
You still look the same as you did when you snuck off to the shore, but you've grown up. You resemble the sea god more than I had expected.
These are hands that should hold paintbrushes. Hatred and bloodshed should never stain them. Go now, my dear boy. Go to where you truly belong. No matter where life takes you, I hope you can find happiness.
They've been waiting for this day for a long time. This ring, when I was little, I used to sneak off with it. I always played with it. The Queen told me it belonged to the sea god. When I grew up, she'd give it to me herself. She's Talia's older sister, and the one who raised me. My mother. Back when I didn't understand what being the sea god meant, the king and queen told me it was a beautiful aspiration. That's why I could play with the Lemurian children who were around my age, get punished by the king when I cause trouble, and be teased by my friends. Everything in Whalefall Acropolis was as free as the ocean. Until that day. Then it was my turn to be their guardian. Even though most of them are gone now, I still need to bring them home. Without Whalefall City, the spirits of deceased Lemurians can only drift endlessly across the sea. I often think that if their souls could truly return, then maybe they wouldn't be lonely anymore. Why are you crying first? You've witnessed the curtain call. Let's go. It's time to return Whalefall City to where it belongs. When the time comes, we'll welcome its arrival together. It's nothing. I just wanted to take a good look at this place before saying goodbye. All the Lemurian souls who were lost in the sea have returned. It's time to send Whalefall City on its way and let them find peace. Is this a new promise? It seems their reinforcements arrived sooner than I anticipated. Let's seal away everything from the past. With the sea god's power as a sacrifice, ride the opposing tides and return to the fathomless abyss. Ignore them. First, we... I'm fine. No, this is a price that must be paid. To demand a perfect outcome from the sea, you must willingly pay the most painful price. But compared to letting Waveletter City fall into those people's hands, this pain is nothing. Don't worry. I can make it. Leave. They mistook the sea's tolerance for submission and forgot about its cruelty. But I remember, and I will reclaim this forgotten power. Only those who have a bond with the sea god can awaken the tome. No. Using the tome's power can only... with the temple... Try again. Don't let go. Did you forget? The sea god can't die. You're letting me go just like that? Didn't you make a promise to never leave me alone? You already changed your mind? If you want me to leave, then come with me. Just kidding. How could a sea god ever make a wish to his follower? On an ordinary weekend, an idle afternoon, or a meaningless, normal day. If you want to see me again, you'll have to wait a very, very long time. It's hard to say. Maybe it'll be a year or two, a century or more. Perhaps even longer than that. Don't worry. Even after I'm gone, you and Ramiro will survive. This is a god's promise to you. The sea god's wish. It hasn't changed. And it will never change.
This is the last checkup. Please cooperate with us.
It's a shame we're seeing each other again when you're in such a pitiful state. Who I am doesn't matter. The real question is, who are you?
Aren't you afraid I might do something? You're spoiling the fun. My meticulously crafted script isn't entertaining anymore. A treasure that can only be unlocked with a key. You're strong enough to withstand these unknowns. Everything you want to know is there. Your actual nurse will be here soon. Remember to tell her your temperature. 36.5 degrees. Good luck with your discharge.
Artists driven by inspiration are like that. They'll make a few brushstrokes when it strikes, and continue when they're in the mood. It's getting late. I need to head home, but please contact me if you hear anything from Rafayel. He has several exhibitions coming up. I hope he can make it back in time. I'll head out now. You should go home.
I still want to catch that red fish.
Spend all our money. I want some ice cream.
Unfortunate. This species of fish can only survive for a week on land. The fish is gonna slip away, you know. That was close. It's pretty silly for trying to return to its cage. Should I take this one home too? I wonder if Reddy needs a new friend. Or I could just return it to the sea. Yeah, the real deal. If you don't believe me, you can pinch me to make sure. Ow! Why would you do that? Well, duh. Who else would it be? But I guess it's understandable. After being separated for 5,000 years, it's only natural for you to forget me. Please don't actually believe that. Anyway, I was just trying to lighten the mood. So, did I get a chuckle out of you? That's what you get for sending me away against my will. This payback isn't too harsh, yeah? You were worried about that, huh? Don't you have something else to say to me? Oh? They get picky when I'm not around. I'll have to scold them once I'm home. Yeah. I'll go through them again for the next exhibition. Enough. If we keep talking, I'm actually gonna be emotional. You were the one who told me to leave, but for some reason, it feels like I was the one who abandoned you. It better be the last thing, cutie. All right, I'll put everyone's minds at ease. And resolve some issues while I'm at it.
Was the meeting announced on short notice because the Fountain of Atay reached a breakthrough?
An actual worthwhile discussion would be how Gaia Biotech used massive resources without even a trace of Waveletter City to make up for it.
Don't blame me for what those opportunists did. So long as it helps her awaken faster, I'm willing to let anyone become her side dish.
You've encountered her?
A lost child needs a little bit of guidance to find the right path. Otherwise, I'm afraid the price you'll pay, Professor Lucius, will be greater than just the Fountain of Atay.
Put away your pointless enthusiasm, Kalaya. The time to guide her is already gone. Regardless of the cost, we must make her return immediately.
Aren't we being too hasty? Everyone present is clearly unprepared.
Time is running out. The grand eradication is almost upon us.
Already? According to the latest decryption of the signals from Deepspace, I thought we'd at least need...
Yes, the hunters have resolved most of the magnetic field anomalies. However, those are merely the planet's last desperate gasp for survival. The rules cannot be reversed. As for the signals, we've never been able to decode the most crucial section. It led to our incorrect estimation of how much time we had. After a brief cessation, the magnetic field anomalies will converge and burst again. This confirms the warning in the signals. The grand eradication is here.
Oh my. What are we going to do? I still haven't witnessed the full extent of her power. If I die without knowing the truth, I'll have regrets.
Then make yourself useful and contribute something better than your own self-interest.
Professor, you don't need to be so riled up. I just wanted to...
Enough. Save your bickering for later. Once we've emerged as the victors, you'll have all the time in the world to argue. We can't wait any longer. There's no more time. This is our only chance.